clap quick. Y'all know I gotta mess with the audience, man. God, another place where I can't see y'all, but y'all look good. There's a bunch of silhouettes out there. I don't know. Just don't ask me what you got on tonight. That's all I can say. But how y'all doing, Joplin? Man, it's a lot of y'all here. I came in here and I was like, man, it's packed out in here. I feel overweight. I was looking for a seat. Maybe I could sit next to baby. I don't know. I feel fat coming in here. God, but it's a pleasure to be here. It's my first time in Joplin. I've driven through here, but I've never stopped here. In case you all know. But you know, let's talk about this little astronomer cheating thing. Y'all seen that on the social media, right?
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't too happy to answer that. Y'all was like, yeah, geez, here she goes. She's gonna talk about the guy that was cheating. But you know what's funny? He was like 5 seconds into his happiness before he realized they was on camera. Him and her, they were just, and you could tell he knew he was caught because he bowed down just like that. He was like, nah. I mean, he just had that like, I'm gonna humble myself. Yep, my wife's gonna see, she's gonna know. I'm gonna lose my family. Yeah, he just had that bow out. And she just turned around like we just wasn't supposed to know it was her. Like, man, we saw you. You smiled the whole time. And so, you know, I kind of felt sorry until I seen his apology letter. And one thing that stood out to me was he said, and Fox News said, that we apologize that a moment that was supposed to be private was exposed. Sir, how private was that supposed to be? You were in a public setting. What do you mean private? I mean, oh, y'all wasn't happy about that either, huh? I'm gonna leave the astronomer alone. I understand. Y'all don't like it? That's fine. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay? But how you gonna be the CEO and preaching leadership and integrity, and you're out there doing that? You gotta practice what you preach. Am I right? Yeah, y'all say that real quick. Yeah, we want to make stuff you got to. But I'm just saying, you gotta live what you teach. You know, you can't teach leadership and teach integrity, and you have it yourself. Sorry, blame it on the alcohol. I almost fell. But anyway. You know, but I'm saying that's just like with kids, you know. Kids, they do what you do, not what you say. Who can agree to that? Yeah. Because, you know, all of us adults, we done the dumb stuff our parents did, not what they said. Yeah. So as a kid, I called myself trying to do what my parents did. And they were drinking whiskey. You know, as kids, we don't really know how strong whiskey is. So we just think because it's brown, it might look like Coke or Pepsi. We don't really know that it's strong and everything. So I called myself trying to drink some more whiskey. I couldn't wait till they left the room so I could give me a small glass called a shot glass. I didn't know what it was when I was a kid, but I knew I wanted to give me one of them mini glasses and pour me some of this make-believe Coke. So I went and I seen the whiskey. First of all, let me tell you, I didn't know there was so many brands of whiskey. I didn't know you had Tennessee whiskey. I didn't know you had Kentucky whiskey. I didn't even know you had Wild Turkey whiskey. It ain't got nothing to do with Thanksgiving or turkey, but it was called Wild Turkey. So I poured me some Wild Turkey in a glass. You smiling, you must have did that too. Because he's sitting there like, yeah, tell the rest of the story. Because I know what happened. And I poured me some in a glass, right? And lo and behold, I was like, just like they did. Oh. Listen, my whole throat was on fire. I felt like the little dragon in Mario Brothers that was blowing out fire. I almost died. I'm going to tell you, if you've never drank whiskey as an adult, don't try it. because it will kill you. The last thing I want on my obituary is to be death by whiskey. Wild turkey at that. I'm just saying, with no dressing with it, with no candy jams with it, just wild turkey whiskey.
35 cents.
You know,
Yeah,
so of course, as kids, again, we do what grown-ups do, not what they say, right? I tried to smoke a cigarette when I was a kid. Cigarette with no tobacco in it. Y'all looking at me like, how that work? And I did, because I couldn't wait for the, again, they, grown up, y'all cigarettes last like 5 minutes. Mine lasted 0.2 seconds. And I couldn't figure out why. So I rolled me up a cigarette with tobacco paper without no tobacco. Didn't look quite like theirs, but I thought it was gonna do what theirs did. So I rolled me up one with one paper. And when I went to put it in my mouth to hold it and light it, it got wet too fast. Ain't funny. So I decided, I said, you know what, that one ain't gonna work. Let me try it again. So I got me about 3 or 4 more papers. And I went, and I rolled up the 3 or 4 more papers. They didn't get as wet as fast, but it gave me time to light up this paper with no tobacco in it. And I did it. 0.2 seconds. Lips on fire. Hence to say that's the reason I don't smoke cigarettes today. Yeah, so if you want to just scare your kids from cigarettes, just try that method. I can't guarantee that they will live, but don't say you got that from me. I'm just saying. So who in here like Quick Trip coffee? Who's the Quick Tripper? Quick Trip coffee? Wait a minute, you mean to tell me in Joplin y'all ain't got no Quick Trip? Okay, so y'all gonna hide and raise your hand. I'm telling everybody, they said they like Quick Trip coffee. So the old Quick Trip coffee was the smooth Quick Trip coffee. So if you ever watch anything about E.T., E.T. moves real smooth. And that's how the old Quick Trip coffee wake you up. It wakes you up real slow, right? But the new Quick Trip coffee is like crack. Crackheads, they just... So the old Quick Trip coffee had you looking like E.T. You just moving. Oh. But the new Quick Trip coffee, you like a crackhead, I swear. So I go in and I'm noticing these little fixtures and these little new whatever they got going on over there. So I was like, okay, Quick Trip, I see you. You step it up. All right. So I go and I fix me some coffee. I put my sugar and cream in it, the regular dosage. Quick Trip coffee had me looking like the little dude on John Q. 250 pounds. Oh! I felt like an incredible hawk. Needless to say, that's not the way to go to work. Okay? You can't go to work feeling like you're the strongest person that ever lived. So what I'm going to tell you is Quick Trip coffee, the new version, requires you to have 1 part coffee, 10 part creamer, and 6 part sugar. That's how you're going to have to drink their coffee. Okay? Did you think that was funny? I love y'all. I swear I do. I love y'all. Give yourself a hand. Last but not least, I want to tell y'all, I know only 5 of y'all clapped, and y'all clapped for the other folks that didn't clap with y'all. That's okay. So here's what I'm going to say. The big book says, when you're a child, you do things like a child, but when you're an adult, you put away childish things, right? Who knows that part? Right. So as adults, we never really kind of put away childish things. We just carry it over. Yeah. So I found myself trying to do a cartwheel in my adult ages, and I forgot how fat I was. So I encouraged myself to just do this cartwheel, and I took out running. I'm like, I know I can do this. Keep in mind, y'all, I was 255 pounds in my late 30s. I ain't got no business doing nobody cartwheel. So I took off, and when I flipped, it was like, whoosh. My flip was slow motion for some reason. I had never been in the air so long in my life. And when I was in the air trying to hurry up and get to the end, it seemed like it would never come. I had a confrontation with my breath and my stomach all at the same time. My whole body shifted from the bottom to the top. I thought, woo! I ain't know if I was going to die when I got on the other side or live. Needless to say, don't try that, but I'm MyssTrice. Y'all been wonderful. Thank you for having me.